Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. I know what you're all thinking. This is not where we normally do story time with Deadpool. We thought we'd switch it up today for a little extra wow factor. Yeah, for those of you that didn't get that, WOW stands for Warriors of Wakanda. That's the show that you just watched. Oh, you know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo! I'm about to make a name for myself right
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about!
Are you all ready for story time? Well, that's good to hear because I certainly have a story to tell. Gosh, I love to talk. Today's story is a beloved bedtime classic, mashed up with a very profitable licensing agreement. You guessed it, it's Cinderpool. All right, look at these adorable pictures, by the way. Look how cute Dogpool is, huh? Thank you, I scribbled these myself. All right. Once upon a time. You know what? It just feels wrong when I'm doing it with myself. Why don't we all say it together, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Once upon a time. See, isn't that so much more fun and interactive when we're all in this together? For those of you that didn't participate, get your head in the game! Anyway, upon that time, once, Cinderpool lived in a big mansion with his shiny-headed step-professor and a bunch of hideous step-mutants. The biggest one, Colossus, was always making up stupid rules that no one cared about. Like, please stop labeling other people's food in the fridge with your own initials. And for the love of Feige, stop hanging your underwear from the ceiling fan. The other main step mutants, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, oh, such a cool name, I know, right? She was always just texting and rolling her eyes. They were both super jealous because Cinderpool had a much, and I mean much larger fan base. I mean, this isn't story time with Colossus now, is it? One day, an expendable non-union extra came running across the mansion grounds, screaming. King Thanos was planning the biggest battle of Phase 3. The last truly relevant phase, yes. Yeah, I know. Cinderpool desperately wanted to go to the big battle, but Colossus said, no, too dangerous. Cinderpool don't know how to be part of team. And then Colossus ripped up Cinderpool's favorite costume before Negasonic Teenage Warhead, again, such a cool name, made it explode into 1,000,000 pieces with her mind powers. And then she snapped her gum. So Gen Z, on fleek, Sigma, no cap. Cinderpool was very bummed and felt very vulnerable and exposed. Minus 100,000 aura, as Negasonic would say. He ran out onto the mansion grounds, stumbling for dramatic effect, when suddenly, a big, strange, sparkly circle appeared. And from out of that big, strange, sparkly circle walked out Cinderpool's fairy, hairy god mutants. Alright, well, we have to actually step through the big, strange, sparkly circle, otherwise the audience isn't going to know that you're here yet. I guess we don't really have room for that. I'll just do the circle around you. Oh, sorry. Sorry, your ears look great. Okay. Anyway, fairy, hairy god mutant Wolverine. I desperately want to go to the big battle, but my mean step mutants vaporized my costume.
Shut up.
Growled Wolverine lovingly.
What?
Well, I have to go to the big battle, and my mean step mutants destroyed my costume.
Why should I care? Stop whining. Just get another one. Jesus.
Okay. Well, after that very sage and somewhat Australian advice, Cinderpool headed off to the wardrobe department to get a freshly laundered costume, and then went to the big battle. Cinderpool missed most of it, though, because he stopped for some chimichangas along the way. You know, priorities. But rest assured, when Cinderpool got there, the Avengers were still winning. Captain America looked so cool and so ruggedly handsome in those pants. And meanwhile, Cinderpool's fairy, hairy god mutant Wolverine was...
I'm going to Pim's.
Okay. Thanks for showing up, Loki Bear. That honestly checks out. Okay. Well, anyway, as the aliens were finally fleeing away in defeat, Cinderpool saw something on the steps of one of the spaceships. It was a single glove. Wow, it was so fancy, big and gold with beautiful jewels. I think there were 6 of them, not that that's relevant information. I wonder who this fits, thought Cinderpool before trying it on. After some clicking, whizzing, and whirring, it adjusted right to Cinderpool's arm. Then, out of nowhere, Iron Man came flying in out of left field screaming, "Hey, take that off! Don't you dare take this sacrifice from me! I really don't want to be Iron Man until I'm 90! In fact, I would rather be doomed than play Iron Man again." I don't even know why you guys cheered for that. Trust me, I'm just as confused as you are. Anyway, then other much less relevant Avengers came running in too, saying things like, "Put that down, that's not a toy. Whatever you do, do not snap." So obviously Cinderpool snapped. Oh yeah, Cinderpool snapped a bunch, both physically and mentally. Then the weirdest thing happened. Half the people kept disappearing, and then reappearing, and then disappearing again. So many people were crying. Tony said "I love you" like 3,000 times, which is kind of weird. But eventually, everyone did come back. Except for the folks that text and call during a movie theater experience. Yeah, we didn't bring them back. Yeah, right? But after everyone came back, the Avengers tackled Cinderpool, ripped off his new favorite glove, and then when they went to remake the movie, they CGI'd Tony's head onto Cinderpool's majestic body, and it went on to become the most profitable film of the Feige cinematic universe. The FCU, as I like to call it. I know, I'm still workshopping that acronym. I feel like there's just one too many letters. Well, anyway, everything honestly worked out for Cinderpool because Cinderpool went on to start his own, even more successful franchise. Yeah! That's right. It was so successful, if you will, in fact, that he was eventually invited to be part of the Avengers Endgame 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, in theaters at, well, some point. Well, that's the end. Game, if you will. Okay, that kind of sounded like fake laughter. I practiced that in the shower all morning. You can give a little more genuine laughter than that? Okay, well, no, don't patronize me now. That's okay. You guys are all adorable. Well, thank you all for coming to another illustrious and very wowy story time with Deadpool. Love you all. Bye, everyone. Bye, baby pool and baby comic.